Close your eyes and take a slow, deep breath in, and gently let it go. Allow your breathing to find a calm, steady rhythm. Inhale through your nose, filling your chest and belly with cool, fresh air. Exhale softly, feeling your shoulders sink and your body release tension. With every breath, you step a little further away from your day and a little closer into a world of magic, rest, and healing. Now imagine yourself standing at the edge of a quiet forest on a crisp Halloween night. The air around you is cool but comfortable, carrying the scent of pine needles and fallen autumn leaves. High above, the moon glows silver, spilling its gentle light over everything it touches. The forest isn't dark or frightening. It's peaceful, alive, and welcoming. Ahead of you stretches a narrow path lined with lanterns, glowing softly like little stars brought down to the earth. Each lantern flickers, golden and warm, guiding you forward. As you begin to walk, you notice how the ground feels steady beneath your feet. Each step sinks you deeper into calm. The crunch of leaves underfoot creates a soothing rhythm that matches your breathing. You pause for a moment and look around. The trees rise tall and protective, their branches stretching high above, creating a natural archway. Every rustle of the leaves whispers reassurance. Every flicker of lantern light reminds you that you are safe, supported, and exactly where you need to be. You take another slow breath in, and exhale, feeling a wave of peace wash through you. With each step forward along the lantern-lit path, you leave behind a weight of the day. Any stress, any worry, any burden you've been carrying quietly slips off your shoulders and dissolves into the night air. All that remains is the sound of your breath, the glow of the lanterns, and the calm, steady beat of your heart. As you continue along this path, guided by the light, you feel drawn towards something waiting for you ahead. Something gentle, something healing, something made just for you. You continue walking along the lantern-lit path, your breath slow and steady, your body heavier with relaxation. The forest around you hums softly with life, like it's breathing with you, guiding you deeper into peace. Up ahead, through the gentle sway of the trees, you notice a warm glow, different from the lanterns. It flickers brighter, steadier like a beacon, calling you closer. As you move toward it, the path narrows, and you hear the faint crackle of firewood carried on the breeze. Soon you step into a small clearing, and there it is, nestled between ancient oaks and bathed in silver moonlight, a little cottage. Its windows glow with golden light, spilling warmth into the cool air. Smoke curls lazily from a stone chimney, carrying the scent of herbs, spice, and something faintly sweet like cinnamon and honey. The roof is steep and thatched, its edges lined with tiny carved charms, stars, moons, and protective symbols that shimmer as if kissed by the moon. The wooden door is arched and welcoming, carved with swirling patterns of vines, flowers, and constellations. It feels alive, almost breathing, as though it has been waiting just for you. You pause for a moment at the edge of the clearing. The cottage radiates warmth and safety. It doesn't feel like the stories of witches you may have heard as a child. It feels gentle and kind and inviting. A place where worries melt away and healing begins. Drawn forward, you take a few steps closer. The soft crunch of leaves under your feet blends with the steady crackle of a fireplace inside. Your body grows heavier with each step, but not with burden, heavier in a way of comfort, like being wrapped in a thick blanket on a cool night. Now you stand before the door. It rises tall but not imposing, a threshold between the world you've walked in from and the sanctuary awaiting inside. You lift your hand and knock gently. Then the sound of footsteps approaching. The door creaks open slowly. Golden light spilling onto the ground at your feet, wrapping you in warmth. And there, framed in the glow of candlelight, someone waits to greet you. The door opens wider, and standing before you is not the witch of dark, frightening tales, but a gentle figure whose presence feels calm and familiar, as if you've known her always. Her long robe shimmers softly, woven from threads that seem to catch starlight itself. A faint scent of lavender follows her, soothing and sweet, reminding you of summer nights and peaceful dreams. Her hair streaked with silver, and her eyes bright and kind, glow with wisdom of warmth. She smiles at you, the kind of smile that makes your shoulders relax instantly. The kind of smile that says you are safe here, you are seen and you are cared for. Her voice is soft like velvet carried on the air, and she speaks. "I've been waiting for you," she says gently. "Tonight is a night of healing. Tonight I will brew a potion just for you. A potion to ease your mind, to soothe your body, and to mend your heart." Her words are like music, weaving through the cottage air, calming the edges of your thoughts. You step inside and she closes the door gently behind you. The cottage is warm, lit by the glow of candles and the soft crackle of a fire in the hearth. Every corner feels alive with care. Bundles of herbs hang from the ceiling. Jars of dried flowers and shimmering powders line the shelves, and crystals glimmer faintly, casting soft rainbows of light. You take in the space, and the air feels rich with comfort. It is the kind of place where nothing bad could ever reach you. A sanctuary, a home away from home. The witch gestures for you to sit in a cushioned chair near the fire. As you settle in, the chair embraces you, soft and grounding. The warmth of the fire reaches your skin, melting the last threads of tension. She kneels before you for a moment, looking directly into your eyes. Her gaze is kind, and it feels as though she can see all that weighs on you. Yet she does not judge. She only understands. "You've carried much," she says quietly, "but here you can set it down. Let me help you create something new, something healing and something made just for you." You nod gently, trusting her words. And as she rises, she reaches for your hand just briefly. A touch so light and warm that it feels like sunlight itself has brushed your skin. She smiles once more and says, "Come, let us gather the ingredients for your potion." The witch moves gracefully to the far side of the room, where shelves stretch from floor to ceiling, crowded with jars and bottles and bundles of herbs tied with twine. Each vessel glows faintly as though lit from within, their colors shimmering with hidden magic: emerald greens, deep purples, soft rose pinks, and golds that glint like candle flames. She lifts a polished wooden tray from the counter, its surface smooth and dark, carved with spirals and protective symbols that gleam faintly in the light. She sets the tray down before you and smiles. "Tonight we will build your healing," she whispers. "Each ingredient we choose will bring you what you need. We will place them here on this tray, so together we can carry your intentions into the cauldron. She gestures for you to rise and join her. You step closer to the shelves, your eyes catching on the labels written in elegant, curling script. The witch reaches for the first jar, a delicate glass container filled with crimson petals. Rose, she says softly, for love, for compassion, for the reminder that your heart deserves gentleness. She places the jar on the tray. She picks up a small bundle of pale purple sprigs tied with twine. The fragrance fills the room before she even speaks. Lavender, she explains, holding it close so you can breathe in its calming scent. For deep rest, for calm thought, for sleep that holds you in safety. She lays the lavender across the tray. Next, she selects a smooth crystal, milky white, with a faint silver shimmer. Moonstone, she tells you, for clarity, for trusting the road ahead. Even if it's not fully seen, the stone glimmers on the tray, reflecting the candlelight. Finally, she lifts a tiny jar of golden brown spice. When she removes the lid, the warm, spicy scent of cinnamon fills the air. For strength, she says, her eyes locking with yours. For energy when you feel weary. For the fire that lives in your spirit, steady and unbroken. She taps a little onto the tray, and it glows faintly as it settles. The tray is now full. Rose petals, lavender, moonstone, and cinnamon, each one chosen with care. Together they look like pieces of your soul, gathered and waiting to be woven into something new. The witch places her hands over the tray, closing her eyes. Breathe with me, she whispers. As you inhale deeply, the scents and energies of the ingredients rise around you. Love, calm, clarity, and strength. When you exhale, you feel them sinking gently into your body, as if the healing has already begun. She opens her eyes, smiles, and says, "Now let us prepare the cauldron." The witch lifts the tray gently in her hands, and you follow her towards the hearth. At the center of the warm stone fireplace sits a black iron cauldron, its round belly polished with years of use, its surface etched with faint runes that glow softly in the firelight. The flames beneath it flicker and dance, casting golden light across the walls of the cottage. The fire crackles steadily, a sound that seems to match the rhythm of your breath. Slow, steady, and comforting. The witch sets the tray on a small wooden table beside the hearth. Then she takes up a clay pitcher, carved with crescent moons, and pours clear water into the cauldron. The water sparkles as though touched by moonlight itself, shimmering with silver and pale blue reflections. As the cauldron fills, the bubbling begins softly at first, a quiet hum like the purring of a cat. The sound grows steady, soothing, until it becomes the background heartbeat of the room. The witch nods to you, her smile reassuring. Every potion begins with stillness, she says softly. Water listens, water remembers. It carries your intention forward. She raises her hand and motions for you to place your palms together at your chest. Close your eyes. Think of what you need most right now. Whether it is rest, healing, peace, or simply a moment of ease. Whatever it is, let the intention flow from your heart into the water. You breathe in deeply. On your exhale, you feel the warmth of the fire wash across your face. And imagine your intention spilling gently into the shimmering liquid. When you open your eyes again, the water inside the cauldron ripples faintly, as if it heard your thoughts. Tiny sparks of light rise from its surface, dancing like fireflies before melting into the air. The witch gives a small nod of approval. Yes, she whispers. The cauldron listens. Now it is ready for ingredients. She picks up the tray, its contents glowing faintly with anticipation, and carries it closer to the bubbling pot. The air grows warmer and richer with magic. The cottage hums softly, as though every beam of wood and stone in the walls is leaning closer and waiting. You realize that what comes next is not simply a potion, but the weaving of your healing, your future, and your rest. The witch picks up a long silver spoon, its handle carved with spirals and crescent moons. It glints in the firelight as though it carries the memory of every potion it has ever stirred. She stands before the bubbling cauldron, the tray of ingredients at her side, and with a calm, steady movement, she begins to stir. The spoon circles clockwise. Slowly, deliberately, with each turn the bubbling water glows brighter, sending soft ripples of light across the walls of the cottage. It feels like the entire room is breathing with you. Inhale and exhale. The sound of the cauldron and the rhythm of your lungs become one. The witch closes her eyes as she stirs, her voice dropping into a soft whisper that drifts through the air like smoke. "You are safe," she says as she circles the spoon. "You are loved," she says, circling again. "You are healing," she repeats, and the cauldron glows more brightly with each affirmation. The words aren't just spoken. You feel them settling in your body. Safe like the warmth of the fire wrapping around you. Loved as though the very air itself is holding you gently. Healing like your breath is carrying away all that no longer serves you. Now she reaches for the ingredients one by one. She drops the rose petals in first. They float on the surface, glowing crimson before dissolving. And you feel a wave of self-compassion bloom in your chest. Next comes the lavender. The purple sprigs sizzle and release their fragrance, and instantly your shoulders relax. Your breath deepens, and the edge of your mind softens like fabric unwinding. The moonstone follows, sinking slowly to the bottom of the cauldron. The water glows silver for a moment, and in your heart you feel clarity. Calm knowing that the path ahead will become clear in time. Finally, the cinnamon. She sprinkles it gently across the surface, and golden sparks rise, like embers lifted from the fire. The warmth flows through your body, reminding you of your inner strength, a flame that has never gone out, even on your hardest days. The witch continues to stir, her voice weaving between the bubbles. You are safe, you are loved, and you are healing. And with every word, you drift deeper into calm. The potion glows brighter now. Shifting colors, rose pink, lavender purple, moonlit silver, and golden fire. It feels alive, and you feel alive with it. The witch looks up at you and smiles softly. "The brew is ready," she says. "Now see how it shines." The cauldron hums now with a soft, steady vibration, as though the potion inside has awakened. The colors swirl and shift, rose pink blending into lavender, lavender melting into silver, silver shimmering into gold. The glow fills the cottage, casting gentle waves of light across the wooden beams, the shelves lined with jars, the herbs hanging from the ceiling. It looks as though the entire room has been wrapped in a living rainbow, cocoon of color and calm. You lean closer, watching the surface of the potion dance. It flickers like starlight reflected in water, each spark rising into the air, floating for a moment before dissolving into nothingness. The sparks brush your skin as they pass, and wherever they touch, you feel a gentle warmth seep into you, healing and soothing and reassuring. The witch watches you quietly, her hands folded before her. "This is more than water and herbs," she whispers. "This is your intention, your hope, your strength, your love for yourself, brought together and made visible. This glow is you." You breathe in deeply. As you do, the light seems to pulse brighter, as though the potion recognizes your presence in your spirit. Every inhale pulls more of that glow towards you. Every exhale spreads it deeper through your body. Potion begins to slow, its swirling colors settling into a gentle golden shimmer. The cauldron no longer bubbles wildly. Instead, it glows with the steady warmth of a hearth fire. Calm, grounded, and ready. The witch dips a silver spoon once more, lifting a small stream of the potion and letting it fall back into the cauldron. The droplets sparkle like falling stars, and the sound they make is soft, like rain tapping gently on a window. She turns to you, her eyes glowing in the golden light. "It is ready," she says softly. "Now it is time to drink." The witch takes a delicate cup from the shelf, its surface smooth, carved from porcelain kissed, with faint silver designs of stars and vines. She dips the cup gently into the glowing cauldron, and as she lifts it, the potion shimmers like liquid moonlight, its surface rippling with soft pink, lavender, silver, and gold. She turns towards you, her eyes kind and steady, and she holds out the cup with both hands. "For you," she whispers, "made with your intentions, infused with love, calm, clarity, and strength. Drink and let it become part of you." You reach for your cup. It feels warm in your hands. Not hot, but soothing. The kind of warmth that seeps into your palms and radiates into your chest. You lift it carefully to your lips and take a slow, small sip. At once, the potion flows into you like a gentle wave. It spreads through your chest and into your shoulders, fills your belly with comfort. You take another sip, and the warmth travels deeper, through your hips, your thighs, and your knees, all the way down to your ankles and feet. Each part of you relaxes as though being wrapped in soft blankets of light. The witch watches silently, her smile tender, her presence reassuring as you continue to sip. Each swallow feels like the release of old tension, the dissolving of heaviness you didn't realize you still carried. Your breath deepens naturally. With every exhale, your body sinks further into peace. The potion is more than flavor. It is sensation, intention, and transformation. You close your eyes for a moment, and you feel it working within you. The rose petals bringing softness to your heart, the lavender lulling your mind into quiet, the moonstone steadying your path ahead, and the cinnamon awaking your strength. You finish the last sip, and as you lower the cup, you notice the glow hasn't left, and it lingers in your chest, a soft golden ember burning steadily, a reminder of your healing, your safety, and your wholeness. The witch takes the cup from your hands and sets it aside. "You have taken it in," she whispers. "Now let it rest within you. Let it work through your body even as you sleep." She places a gentle hand on your shoulder, her touch light and grounding, like the final reassurance you didn't know you needed. "Come," she says softly. "Let me show you where you can rest." She gestures toward a bed by the fireplace, and the sound of the crackling fire grows louder, soothing and steady, inviting you deeper into the promise of rest. The witch guides you across the cottage, her footsteps soft against the wooden floor. Beside the hearth, a bed awaits, its frame carved from dark oak, strong and steady, its blankets layered with quilted patterns of stars and moons, stitched in silver and deep midnight blue. The fire crackles gently into the hearth. It glows, painting the walls with flickers of gold and amber. The sound is steady and rhythmic, like the heartbeat of the cottage itself. You sit at the edge of the bed, and the mattress yields softly beneath your weight, welcoming you as if it has been prepared just for you. The witch pulls back the blanket, revealing a pillow plump and inviting, its fabric cool against your skin as you lower your head. She tucks the blanket gently around you, the weight of it comforting and grounding. It presses lightly against your body in the way a hug might, firm enough to make you feel safe, soft enough to let you drift freely into peace. The potion's glow continues to spread within you, shining faintly into your chest, flowing like golden threads down your arms and your legs, weaving healing into every part of your body. The witch stands at your side, her presence calm and her eyes kind. She lifts one hand and makes a slow, deliberate motion in the air, a protective circle drawn above you, a blessing of safety for your night. "You are safe here," she whispers. "You are free to rest." The fire pops softly, sending a small spark upward before it fades into the chimney. The sound makes you sink deeper into the bed. The warmth of the fire seeps into the room, wrapping you in layers of heat, comfort, and calm. The scents of rose, lavender, and cinnamon still linger faintly into the air. They rise with the heat of the hearth, mixing with the smell of aged wood and candle wax. Each inhale fills you with serenity. Each exhale releases the last threads of thought. The witch steps back, watching as your breath slows, as your body becomes heavier, as your mind begins to soften like the embers of the fire. "You are loved," she whispers. "You are healing." Her words float through the air like lullabies, settling over you like a second blanket. The flames flicker gently. The potion glows within you, and you drift towards the edge of dreams. The witch's voice lowers to a soft whisper, gently as the hush of wind through autumn leaves. She leans close, her presence calming and unwavering, and speaks a final blessing over you. May you rest deeply. May you heal fully. May you awaken renewed. Her words settle into you like seeds, planting themselves into the quiet soil of your heart. You know they will bloom while you sleep. Blossoms of peace and healing and strength. The glow of the potion lingers in your chest, steady and warm. A golden ember that will not fade through the night. Each breath fans it gently, keeping its light alive within you, reminding you that you are safe. You are whole, and you are cared for. The fire in the hearth softens now, its bright flames melting into glowing embers. The crackle becomes a slow, steady rhythm. like the last lullaby carrying you into dreams. The cottage grows still. The air is warm, the blankets are heavy, and your body sinks deeper and deeper into the bed. Every muscle unwinds, every thought quiets, every part of you drifts further into calm. The witch steps back quietly, her figure blending into the shadows of the room. She does not leave you. She remains a silent guardian, watching over you with kindness and care. Outside the window, the moon glows silver, casting its soft light across the clearing. The forest resets. The forest rests. The world breathes. And you slip into the deepest, most peaceful sleep. Your body is heavy. Your mind is soft. Your heart is light. You are safe. You are loved. You are healing. And now you rest.